Hi, welcome all of you on platform of YourPedia Education. And you know, YourPedia Education is one of the, I'll say, largest platform which is guiding students for admission in higher education courses abroad, India, etc. Providing you consultancies, connecting you with the people, interviewing professors, etc. So that you get entire information about pursuing your interest and for higher education. You know, very many students have taken already the admissions in master's courses in various universities in India, like IITs, NITs, and other universities. They have taken admission, and now those of you who aspire to do PhD from India or abroad, and as I've already told you that abroad mein PhD also is a very good option. You get more exposure, and obviously it is a scholarship program. So if you start putting effort in that direction from the very beginning, it is very good. Until now, very less students used to aspire for going abroad. But as we see now, opportunities in other public sectors, government sectors are becoming lesser. So students have started shown the interest, started showing interest for those universities abroad. And if I say in India there are 20-25 very good universities, then in the globe there are 500 very good universities. So there is a lot of opportunities you can explore abroad. But you know, not only having good MTech CGPA or clearing some competitive exam, you will get admission abroad. Unlike India, if you get very good GATE score, and suppose your CGPA in BTech is not very good, you will get admission in MTech in IITs, as you know. Or for that matter, even if you have not done very good research work, even then you will get admission in MTech or PhD for that matter. But abroad may competitive exam, which is we can say GRE, or your CGPA in MTech or BTech is not the only criteria. You know, there is a like direct PhD in India, there's a direct PhD abroad also. Just now you must have seen some videos which we are uploading, and keep watching the videos of the students, of the professors. They are full of information, and I ask them very straight question: what is the scholarship? How could you get from BTech to PhD? And how you managed it, what you did? So listen to them very carefully, and they reveal lot of information, you know. So not only having good CGPA or clearing competitive exam will ensure you seat abroad. This is good thing also, this is bad thing also. It is good because if you miss at one level, let's say your GRE score is not very high or your CGPA is not very good, then you have other things to fall back on. It is bad also because if you do not satisfy all these things, then you may not get the scholarship or admission. So if you're thinking of abroad, you should know what actually you require. So if you have just now started your MTech, you have recently started MTech, then how to invest next 1 year or 2 years so that the moment your MTech or masters is complete, you land up in very good university abroad in PhD with good scholarship. What parameters you need to consider, that you need to think. I will discuss with you. So I have jotted down some 9-10 points here, which in my opinion, after a lot of interaction with the professors and students, I can now summarize it. These are the points which you need to keep in your mind. So what is the points? Let me discuss that. And you know, whenever we think of foreign universities, you know, we think of many colleges, not only top colleges, but yes, there are some 250 to 500 good colleges abroad. So first point is, yes, you should develop interest in research in the domain in which you are doing MTech. Suppose you have joined the department energy science, so you should not get confused. You should not get confused. Okay sir, मैं engineering services का तैयारी भी कर लेता हूँ, मैं SDO का तैयारी भी कर लेता हूँ, मैं प्लेसमेंट के लिए भी. तो तुम्हें एक रिसर्च में इंटरेस्ट you need to develop. You need to be focused from the very beginning. You need to be focused. Yes, I want to love this work which I'm doing. I want to like this work. Those of you who have got admission abroad, one thing is common in all of them, that they were interested in the work they were doing. They were interested in the work they were doing. So you have joined MTech. No, there should not be any confusion in the mind. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I join it? Should I go for it or shouldn't I go for it? You should be 100% now interested in the work, research work which you are doing now. So next point here, what we can discuss, next point for important point is, you have to choose the professor in MTech who guides you for good research work and recommend you for the PhD abroad. You know, for PhD abroad, later on you will be requiring LOR, letter of recommendations, and sometime your professor has good connections abroad. So in the department, you identify which professor is doing very good work. He has his own research papers. He gets a lot of work done from you. Normally student think that professor is best who will not let me do any work. वो मेरे को खुला छोड़ देगा, मैं अपनी तैयारी करता रहूंगा. That is not a good decision. So you should basically choose the professor as your guide in MTech who will get work done from you, good research work done from you. And he should have his own research work also. He should be the professor who is visiting professor to foreign university, has good connections over there, something like that. Even if they are not there, even then he should be in a position to guide you well. Because if he guides you for research work, puts pressure on you, your research work will also be good. That is the second thing you have to think of. And majority of things which I am telling you, students avoid that. So don't do that. These are the very, very important points. If you keep in mind, surely you will get admission into PhD. Okay, so third is, yes, you need to maintain good CGPA in MTech. That you need to take care of from the very beginning. So what is the title of this video which I'm publishing? That means from the very beginning, what points, parameters we need to consider so that I land up in very good PhD course abroad. So that is from the very first semester, keep your CGPA good. And what CGPA is good? 9 CGPA is very good. If you keep 9 CGPA, then that is very good. Okay, now next is do good research work which solves some real life problem and relevant for industries or society. You know, if you later on mail professors that, sir, I want to do PhD under you, he will only see one thing, your research work. The research work which you have done, are you only doing the research work on the basis of what research papers are saying? Don't scroll research paper and find, okay, this is the research paper doing like this, and blindly start doing that work. Don't do that. Credit is given if you do your research work in the field which actually is solving some real life problem, and you are in India, so do some research work which solves a problem of society or industry. Because if you give that solution, then that research work is supposed to be good. It is valued abroad also. Professor will see, okay, this fellow has solved this problem in India, research this real life problem. He has that knack. Because what is the ultimate purpose of higher education, MTech, PhD, or for that matter, graduation? What is the ultimate purpose of science and technology? Ultimate purpose is to solve the problem of society. So if your research work is not related to that, then obviously it has no big weightage. You may come out with a 300 page of thesis and lot of simulation, lot of theory, lot of formulas, but at the end, what solution it is giving, what problem it is solving? Answer is no problem. Then that is not a good work. So it should solve some problem, industrial problem, some science problem, some society problem, something it should solve. At the end you can say, okay, this is my contribution, right? Okay, next point I can tell you is research work must be published. Yes. So if you identify, if you develop the interest in research, if you are focused for CGPA, you study good, if you find the professor who is getting good work done from you, you are trying to do the research which solves some real life problem. So don't you think you will publish very good paper also? So if you ask me, sir, is research paper compulsory for PhD? I will say no, it is not compulsory. But if you have it, you can get a very good PhD abroad. So this is how you have to go for next. As I told you in the beginning, getting PhD abroad is easy also, difficult also. Easy because there are very simple things. Difficult because there are many things. So you may avoid certain things, right? Okay, so this is the point. Next is identify some professors whose work matches yours. Identify the professors abroad where you want to go. Now you have done some, and you can do reverse engineering in the beginning also. Start scrolling many universities. That is also one of the points. Start seeing many universities out of interest. Every day see, okay, in this department, my area of interest, let's say my area of interest is artificial intelligence or data science. So okay, this university में data science में this work is going on, this work is going on, this university. So out of interest you should see many university what work is going on. That reverse engineering really helps you. And now you are also solving some problem on data science, and this professor is working on data science. That will help us to drop mail to the professor. You know, your PDFA nowadays you must be seeing, I'm interviewing a lot of professors, and everyone is saying, when I ask them, sir, if some student wants to join under you, how he can approach you? He say, you drop a mail. Then do you see all the mails? Professor say, no, we don't see all the mails. We delete majority of the mails. Then what is the criteria to see the mail? We see the mails in which the student is talking about a real thing. I mean, and from the title it will be clear that what student is going to say. So the title should be very good. So how to drop mail to the professor, that I will discuss you later on. But yes, the point should be very clear. I want to work in this domain. So that should hit the professor. Then we'll open it up and then see, okay, you have done something good. And then he will give you positive response. So if we get these kind of 20-30 professors, we'll get admission there. So see the work which these guys are doing, see what work you are doing, there should be some kind of matching, and then we drop the mail to these professors. Okay, now we go for next point. Okay, that is practice writing good research proposals from the very beginning. You know, one of the most important point for getting admission in PhD is having good research proposal, which is called SOR. Research proposal is a practice. So you need to write research proposal from the very beginning. You know, that is, you need to develop the art. How to write research proposal. Your PDF, there are so many good videos which tell you how to write good research proposal. So you should start writing good research proposal from the very beginning, and you will develop a knack. So if you develop the interest to write good research proposal, and from the very beginning, it helps you to write research papers also later on. Research paper writing, thesis writing, research proposal writing, they are same. And suppose you become consultant after PhD or MTech, or you become academician somewhere, professor somewhere, then this thing should be the strongest if you want to have good career. Because if you want to take projects from some industry or projects from some academic institute, then also you need to write the research proposal for that. So writing research proposal you cannot avoid, and you should develop a good knack in writing the research proposal. Yes, you can start mailing the professor from the very first semester, because it does not cost you. You know, when I say that does not cost you, mail the professor, students think that mailing more professor will get them response. No, if you mail 1,000 professors without any content, they will not respond. But if you mail 5 professors with content, they will respond. So content should be there. First, you should have the problem. First semester, you will find that, okay, I have a problem, I'm going to solve this. This professor is also working in this. So you will have some kind of thing with you. And then you mail the professor. Maybe during MTech, you get internship also abroad. So he calls you for a couple of months and then gives you money. Professors have money in their projects, you know. And if you show them that, sir, I am working in the same domain in which you are working, they will call you. They will call you, and then you can do your internship abroad only under that professor only. And there are so many collaboration programs in your universities going on with abroad universities. So you can do that also. So this is something which is important for, but for that, you need to write this. Yes, learn as many analytical tools as possible. Software skills you should have, like MATLAB is one of the analytical tool. You know, you should be good in analytical tools. Software skills you should have, C, C++, पाइथन, मैटलैब, ये सारी चीज वही है, तो तुम सीखो इसको. आजकल बहुत ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म है जो आपको ये सिखाते हैं. यू शुड लर्न दैट. दैट इज समथिंग विच यू हैव टू हैव इन योर पॉकेट. दैट इज आल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. Now comes the most important point. Can you guess that? Most important point out of all this is, yes, go with Yourpedia. So I'm not only advertising here. I'm not saying that you choose Yourpedia, but yes, Yourpedia has a team of experts. You understand, when we have so many interviews with professors, we get to know about this. Our mentors keep on writing research proposals. They help you in that. So I always say that, okay, we are running this show, so it looks like advertisement, but yeah, you know, this particular thing, like research proposal writing and all this, highly technical specific thing. And whatever you entrust your trust on Yourpedia, that is value for your money only. As of now, Yourpedia is not taking the consultancy for foreign admission for a couple of months because of the COVID situation. But the moment it is open, I will ask you, you can at that time go for it. So obviously keep listening. When I say go with Yourpedia, I'm not saying that you purchase the paid consultancy. I'm saying that you listen to the videos, you listen to whatever we upload, whatever information we give, stick to this. And we will connect you to others also, I mean people, researchers abroad. So do that particular thing so that you get detailed information, because in my opinion, I think we are the only platform which is providing so extensive information about higher education, research orientation abroad, India. This is the platform for that. So stick with us. I hope you have understood some points which I wanted to bring to your notice and to your this basically consider. You should start doing it from the very beginning if you have joined master's course. So just work on that, and I'm very sure you will get admission abroad with scholarship. Thank you.